Hey everyone, Paul Gale Network here, and welcome to PGN Live. Oh, have we got a stream today? This is so exciting, everybody, because this is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the Nintendo Direct stream. Well, the stream before the Nintendo Direct. Because tomorrow, though we might talk more Nintendo Direct stuff, we're probably going to talk about Famitsu sales coming out of Japan. That's going to be hot tomorrow morning. So today is really the let's go over the Nintendo Direct. What do you want to see? What are you hoping for most? Where will you be watching it? Will you be watching it live by yourselves? Will you be tuning in and joining a content creator or a podcast group? Don't get spoiled, whatever you do. If you're not going to be able to watch it live, I hope that at the very least you get to stay tuned out for a little bit and check it out later on your own time. What games do you want to see? Do you think that the length being an hour bodes well for there also being some significant Mario talk? Because I sure do. I think Mario's going to be a big portion of it. I'm excited. We've got people already in here. I am going to do my pop-out chat in just a moment. And then I can say hello to you all individually. So go ahead. Talk away. There we go. Now I have a nice pop-out chat. And minimize this guy right here. I'm so hyped. I know some of you have already seen this morning's video. I know some of you have already seen today's short. What do you think of that countdown? An impromptu countdown? Yeah? Pretty fun, I think. I mean, I had fun with it. It's sort of silly. It's 2 days, right? But I couldn't help it. All right, let's go. Who do we have in here so far? Gale Garcia. I think you're so hyped that you just typed that out, right? Welcome. Andrew Francis. Paul, please keep light in this world. You got it, Andrew. Will do. Thanks for being here. The Cringe Prophet. Hello, PGN and chat. Hello, The Cringe Prophet. Welcome. Andrew Francis says, it is not a great time. Uh-oh. Animal Crossing. Well, why is it not a great time? You've got work or school or something like that? 6 a.m. Pacific. That's pretty early here. I was right, though, kind of, on one of my thoughts. We'll get into that in a bit. Let's see, who else is here? Andrew, you're probably going to watch it by yourself, but may watch Thunderstash. Cool. Steak 1024, hi there. Welcome. Nin 128, late. I don't know what you're talking about. Sean Black, 1 hour direct, y'all. Woo! That's right. The Cringe Prophet also saying 1 hour is nuts. I hope we get to see some great stuff. Oh yeah. Wow. This is the best, honestly. Like, this is the coolest feeling when you've got a Nintendo Direct and you've got an awesome community supporting it, rallying behind it, hyped to the max. I love it. JM Powers 83, hello there and welcome. We're kicking this stream off, by the way, with a little bit of a bonus. $2 given this morning from Sketches of Harmony. So we're already on the board of possibility to give away a $10 eShop gift card today. So thank you to Sketches of Harmony for this morning's super chat that I was like, you know what? We're going to roll it right into today. Because this morning's was like an impromptu stream. I wasn't on that long. It was just a quick, let's get the reaction from folks. Let's talk a little bit. And here is our normal scheduled stream. Sean Black Think of this as the big kickoff direct for Switch 2. So hopefully they bring the heat and drop some bangers. I think they're going to. 1 hour. That's strong. A 1 hour Nintendo Direct, says JM Powers. Nintendo's E3 of 2025, says Sega and SCWX. Yvonne Francois, hi. Robbie Rains, hi. Roger Enyart, happy Nintendo Direct announcement. Yes, Roger. And Roger, thank you so much for that dono. You are added to our awesome goal chart, which already has sketches of harmony from this morning. And a big thank you from me, because we're at $4 now. That might not seem like a lot, but I'm grateful for the $4. That to me is a lot, because that goes towards the shorts, that goes towards the videos, that helps out, you know? So it means a lot, these contributions. And also, heck, $4 is for more than zero as we go to the goal of Nintendo 64 bucks, right? Maybe we'll give out another eShop card today. We'll see. But even if that doesn't happen, because I'm never expecting of it, even though I love it, we're going to have a good time talking about this 1 hour direct. Get in your last predictions. I can't wait to hear what you all think. Yes, Robbie Rains, I saw. That is awful. That's awful. JM Powers 83. I missed the stream this morning. Yeah, it was so short and it went up so randomly because Nintendo just dropped the news. And I was like, I got to make a little bit of a short to talk about it. And then I got to go live. So we had a small conversation, which was fun. David Patterson saying hi to Yvonne. Michael Gutmann. Hey, Paul. Just stopping in to say hi, but I got to go. I'll hopefully be here tomorrow, though. That's okay, Michael. It was good to see you this morning, though. Hope you feel better. Hang in there. And then, definitely, we're going to talk some more on Friday afterwards, you know. Ooh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to see the direct live, unfortunately, Robbie Rains once says. Why? Do you have school? Do you have work? Dang it. That's okay. Don't get spoiled. Okay, I see some more talking back and forth. Good. Roger saying, hey, David, boom, boom, okay. Friday was perfect for me. Good. Love your videos. Keep them up. Thank you, Dan the Knights. I will do so. I've got some cool stuff. I mean, today, y'all saw it, right? Maybe, maybe not. I had the Nintendo Direct countdown 2 days. I had to do it. It's not like a big 76-day countdown or a Nintendo 64-day countdown. It's a 2-day countdown. But that's one of the things I was talking about. Nintendo would either announce it Wednesday, have it Thursday. Announce it Wednesday, have it Friday. Or announce it Thursday, have it Friday. And I was thinking, announce it Wednesday, give us 2-day head start just because it felt so big. It felt like you've got 40th anniversary of Mario in here. And Mario didn't happen earlier in the month, nor did the Nintendo Direct happen earlier. So I think this is going to be a beefy one, like a 1 hour one or something like that. That was in all of my speculation talk. So one of those three happened, and it was, I think, the best. Yeah, having it earlier than not would be cooler, sort of, I guess. Like, I'm waking up tomorrow for it, Thursday, but I was like, I think Friday's going to be the day. And also, Zach from Switchforce said, somebody call 912, as in 912. And here we are. The Cringe Prophet, when does the direct start? 7 a.m. or something? Close. 6 a.m. Pacific time, which is going to be 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and it will be 10 p.m. in Japan, where Nintendo's, main headquarters is. I guess the one thing that I thought that might happen ended up not happening, and that is the, 3 p.m. start time in the United States, because then it would be like 11 p.m. 3 p.m. start time in the United States, because then it would be 7 a.m. the next day in Japan. technically rolling into uh, the 13th, So maybe that didn't quite happen, but that's okay. We're getting something awesome. We're getting it earlier. That's good. So 6 a.m. Pacific. Nin 128. I'm hoping maybe Dylan makes a return. Nintendo swept him under a rug after 3DS. I think he'll return one day. Could he be there tomorrow or Friday? Maybe. I don't know. Paul, are you streaming the Direct? Yes, I am. I will either be live with Nintendo Prime and Thunderstash Gaming and streaming as part of that presentation, each of us on our own channels probably, but streaming together in a group. Or if it doesn't work out because we can't quite get like Streamlabs and the setup to go cross platform and everything, I'll be streaming here live. But that would be a fun one to go big on and be live with Nate and Steve at the same time, right? But I'll be streaming in one way or another. Yeah, if I open up my phone and get spoiled before I watch the whole Direct, I'm going to cry. Dang it, Robbie. From wherever you are, keep the phone like this. Only look at the time. Only look at a text. Don't spoil it. Drive home safely from wherever you are. Don't peek. Don't be tempted to open up X or YouTube or some social media site, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. TikTok. Just go home. Go like this. Go to Nintendo YouTube. Cover majority of the screen. Hit play. Take your hand down and hear the... And then watch it. Just watch it. Enjoy it like that. Let's see. Why is there a crown and a number next to your name? So, you get a crown next to your name for super chatting, gifting subscriptions to other people, subscribing to the channel yourself. Then, like, you are the most prevalent person of the stream in super chats. And, like, you get that number 1, 2, 3 crown. Otherwise, you could also get it. It's a new thing that YouTube is doing. That is, who is typing the most in the chat per stream. So right now, like JM Powers, it says you're number 3. The Cringe Prophet, number 2. Roger Enyart, number 1. And that's because Roger donated $2. So that brought him up to the top. So it's kind of a fun thing. Like, as the stream goes on, how do placements change, etc. It used to start at like 5 p.m. here in New York. I want an afternoon, early evening Direct again. 2 days notice is awesome. And then I see, okay, Cringe, you're talking to JM. PS is the king of gaming. Have you seen the announcement? It's weird Nintendo is so scared of the date. Not necessarily so scared. The way I see it is 9/12 is closer to 9/13. 9/13 is the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. Yet it's also not going on the 13th, which is an unconventional day because in Japan they're not working on the 13th, right? And it also gives us a 48-hour head start to make people talk, to make people like me make videos and communicate for a little bit longer to really build up the hype so that it's not just 24 hours and then boom, here you go. It's 48 hours. It's enough for all of the video game sites and then the non-video game sites to catch the news and then potentially go on TV and, right, get more and more out there. But there also could be some sensitivity, awareness to September 11th. Maybe there are certain games in the Direct that are a little bit questionable, sensitive, would be in bad faith. Like, for instance, let's just say hypothetically, there's a trailer, and that trailer is somewhat related to war, violence, shooting, Call of Duty, airplanes, people going espionage, tactical stuff through a building. We don't know, but that's also a possible thing. And Nintendo has to be as smart as they can, I'm gonna need to shut off all of my notifications until I watch it. Yeah, Mark Lance, I won't be able to watch it until maybe 12. I need a strategy to avoid spoilers too. LOL. Yeah, yeah. Don't get spoiled. I would have liked a Nintendo 8 p.m. Eastern. That'd be cool. Yeah, the 48 hours was nice. That guy B. Hey everyone. Hey that guy B. Sketches of Harmony. Look at Sketches of Harmony. I told you. Your $2 from this morning. It's right there. You kick this off. Roger Enyard did $2 also, so we're at 4 currently. PS is the king of gaming. No, nobody upset. Nobody upset. No need to apologize. It's okay. That's all good. I mean, it's a thought, and hey, everyone's thoughts are welcome here. It's all good. David Patterson, are we going to get surprised by any shadow drops that may appear during the direct on Friday? I think so. So, I think there are a couple of shadow drops that might go down. One of them is if there is a Super Mario Bros. 40 that replaces Super Mario Bros. 35, we're getting that tomorrow, or Friday, I should say. You know, Nintendo kicks off and they go Super Mario's 35, and then they have Bowser Jr. come on screen and like exit out with paint or something like that, and it becomes 40. And it's announced that that game is dropping today. I could see that. I could also see potentially them bringing back Super Mario 3D All-Stars for a limited time, and that being made available once again today digitally, but also with a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and physically for a very limited run. Maybe. If Metroid Prime 2 and 3 are coming to Nintendo Switch, I think we could potentially get 2 and 3 bundled together tomorrow, dropping digitally, and a few weeks from now physically. Or maybe a strategy is release 2 digitally now, in 3 weeks 2 physically, 3 weeks later 3 both physically and digitally, which will be 6 weeks after this Friday, and then 6 weeks later you've got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. You stagger them like that. So that's a thought. You know, I also have hopes of Super Mario All-Stars 2, or I should say Super Mario 3D All-Stars 2, and that could be dropped at any moment. Imagine, yeah, Nintendo, they show off freaking Super Mario Universe coming fall 2026 exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2. But in the meantime, they give us Super Mario Galaxy 2 Remastered, Super Mario 64 DS HD, and Super Mario 3D Land HD all bundled into one nice cartridge for $60. Nintendo Switch 2, limited time though. But if you buy the Nintendo Switch version, you can upgrade later on to the Nintendo Switch 2 version in case you don't have that new console yet. So I think we get something dropped tomorrow. Friday. I keep saying tomorrow. Let's see. Recall Nintendo delayed Advance Wars from releasing due to world events. Yeah, it is not beyond possibility that they do that with a direct with certain events happening recently. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Published, Nintendo made a call with Advance Wars, absolutely. Tsukino Ame, hi everyone. Hi Tsukino. Corning Puddle, hi there, welcome. Looking good with that Ryu badge next to your name. David Patterson's got the Green Ranger badge next to his name. Who will be the first to get the 6-monther? It looks like David Patterson, because he's the only one with the Green Ranger at the moment. But, yeah, the 6-monther is cool. Do y'all know what it is? I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if you could see it behind the scenes like this is what's next, but I like it. I think it's pretty neat. Some more talking amongst each other. Good. We've had a Nintendo Direct presentation every month in some form since June. Yeah. We had Nintendo Switch 2 drop in June. We had Donkey Kong Bonanza in July. We had a partner showcase and an indie world in August. And now, in September, we get the big one. We get the 1 hour Nintendo Direct. We'll probably see Rhythm Heaven, Rhythm Heaven looks cool, and that's coming to both systems. We'll probably see Professor Layton, and I'm excited because that's coming to both systems. And I like Professor Layton quite a bit. Those are some fun games. Hey, Paul and chat. What's up? What's up, Rico Lee? Hope you're doing well. Excited? Where did that comment go? Excited for the Direct. Really hope we see Galaxy 2 Sunshine on GameCube NSO and a Mario World remake. Ooh. Wonder Switch 2 edition and a 3D Mario tease. Oh, 3D Mario tease would be awesome. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That would be cool if we got a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. A Mario World remake. Are you talking Super Mario World SNES? Dang, a remake of that would be nuts. That's not on my bingo card, but I would love it. What style art should they go in? New? Like a brand new 2D hand-drawn art style? Oh, or like a glorious HD 2D approach? Super high pixel count? But for Super Mario World? Oh, that could look stunning. I wouldn't mind that. Dang. Sketches of Harmony says, oh, you heard the Eureka 7 comments on a previous stream? Nice. Rika Lee also, you love 3D All-Stars 2, but you really hope they don't have anything being limited time again. I think they will. They probably will, but I hope they don't because I hated that about the OG 3D All-Stars. It's a little bit of a FOMO, you know? It creates that. It creates a sense of urgency in buying it. So it kind of works. But then you think, do more people end up buying it, rushing in like 6 to 9 months? Or would more people buy it if they had 8 years? It's a flash pan, for sure. But a big one, like it freaking burned bright. 3D All-Stars did. Maybe it'll happen again. Astrobot says, yo, Nintendo has announced 60 minutes of Direct. Yes, they have. I wonder what the time will be. You know what they should do? It should be a Nintendo 64-minute Direct. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. If I were in charge, I would make sure it was a Nintendo 64-minute Nintendo Direct. I would say, how many games do we have? How many presenters? We've got Chris Pratt coming. Anya Taylor-Joy coming. Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key. Yup. Seth Rogen. We're going to have all these times so that this thing ends at the Nintendo 64-minute mark exactly. I wouldn't mind it being like 62 minutes, though. I mean, it said roughly 60. Let's freaking go. Are you going to make a guest appearance on the Nintendo Byte podcast tonight? I just talked to Nate, actually, like 20 minutes ago, right as I started streaming. He texted me because I texted him earlier, and he wrote back. But regarding something a little bit different, ironically, still streaming and podcast talk, which is a little bit different. I don't know if I'll hop on. I'm not scheduled to, but I'll be there at least in chat at some point. You hope next week there will be a PlayStation Direct right before Tokyo Game Show 2025. PlayStation could have a state of play soon. They might. Umaru, nice look. Street Fighter V Ryu bearded look. Yeah, that's right. It's coming in there. I don't know how long I'll let it go. A Mario World remake would be insane, David. Yeah. P.S. We need a teaser trailer for Mario Movie 2. That would be a huge way to bring the outside world that's not gaming, but that is knowledgeable about Hollywood and movies and stuff into the Direct. And that's, you drop the trailer and then that gets Hollywood talking, because Hollywood doesn't typically talk about video games unless if it's like a new system comes out today from Nintendo. Grand Theft Auto shatters records. But like there's a lot of things that do well in gaming that trump over anything film related for the weekend, but they just glance over it throughout the year. But a movie thing, Super Mario World trailer, that would get covered on like Entertainment Tonight, Extra, Access Hollywood, all of these late night shows and stuff. And then tagged with it is, where did this news get first dropped? during Nintendo's Nintendo Direct, where they also showed off a bunch of video games. And then that will have more people talking about the Direct, more people looking into it. And then just Nintendo goes up and up and up. Let's see. The shortest Direct ever was the Super Mario Bros. Movie Direct, November 29th, 2022, which clocked in at only 5 minutes and 26 seconds long. The longest Direct is now the 9/12/25 presentation. We'll see just how much. Rika Lee, I love either a hand-drawn art style or a Wonder-esque style for World Remake myself. Cool. Okay, talking amongst each other. Good, good. Wait, they had a Mario movie Direct before? Yeah. Yeah, they did. Brian C. finally made it back. Let's go. David Patterson. Okay, talking about the excitement for the Direct. 2 sketches of Harmony. Rico Lee. We're definitely going to get an update on the Super Mario World movie too. They need that for the first movie around this time in 2023. They did that, I should say. Yeah. We're getting close. We're getting close to the movie. We've got 6.5 months. With 6.5 months to go, I think it's a prime time to show off a trailer, a teaser, a poster, announce an actor or two joining the party. Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, somebody big would kind of surprise a lot of people. Could be pretty awesome. Speaking of Mario, Alarmo just went off. It's 5 o'clock. I just need Animal Crossing and Tamagotchi Life and Eureka 7, and I'm all set. Well, we know we're getting Tamagotchi Life. So there's one for you. I hope you enjoy them. Animal Crossing is excellent. Okay, talking amongst each other. Good. Metroid Prime 4 VR mode. You know, I thought for a long time what Nintendo could have done, potentially, is in every Nintendo Switch 2 box, include a little plastic visor that Nintendo Switch 2 would slide in with a little bit of a head strap and the ability to, of course, take off the Joy-Con 2s and play. And it would be similar experience to Labo VR, but instead of holding it like this, it would be properly mounted. And it would just be a situation where every single box sold of Nintendo Switch 2 would include VR right from the get-go. So you'd have a one-to-one guarantee with the entire audience that they all have the ability to go into VR, which would bode well for any publishers and developers in thinking, is it worth to make the game in VR? Because what if only 5% of the 100 million people buy the thing? That's a small percentage, and then there's no guarantee that all those people are going to buy the game just to play the RVR experience. But if everybody owned it, then the odds go up of 3D VR tech, advancing forward. But that didn't happen. However, it would be pretty wild if one of the surprises of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition is also playable in VR, and there will be a special edition of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond that is bundled in with a VR headset. Damn, now that would be pretty big. Whew. That would be pretty big, I'll tell you. What else we got? So biggest prediction that's actually there, and biggest prediction that you want. I think in reality, we get to see the next 3D Mario game. I don't think that's far-fetched at all. I think that the fact that Donkey Kong has had some time to shine, that probably this 3D Mario game is not gonna come out this year, but next, that we are celebrating Mario 40, 3D Mario game being shown off tomorrow. Sorry, Friday. I keep saying that again. Is likely. Biggest hope that is not a guarantee has got to be either like Ocarina of Time remake and it looking stellar, or a brand new, just higher than high looking Star Fox game that's part land, part aerial combat, part versus mode, part multiplayer story, 4-player co-op mode, dogfighting, Fox on land with a blaster, punching and kicking fast, shield reflection, just an epic Star Fox game. That would probably get me the most hype. Biggest unexpected wow would be something crazy like Banjo 3E being developed by Nintendo, Microsoft funding it, releasing on both platforms. Mind blown. Mind blown. Like I said, not realistic, but you're asking me some of my more wild thoughts. That would be one of them. Imagine seeing Pokemon Fan 34. Hi there. I don't know if I said hi earlier, but hi, Pokemon Fan 34. Imagine seeing Mario flying with the cape with Yoshi as part of the first Mario World movie trailer. Oh, dude, that would be an iconic image to see. It would be incredible. I'd honestly be surprised if the cape doesn't return in the next 3D Mario. Oof. 3D cape in the movie or in the game, either one, I'm set. Only thing about VR is it's not good to be so close to that good of a screen. VR is so niche, not really worth it. Love rewatching it. Okay, talking about amongst each other. Good, good, good. Star Fox is super long overdue. Yes. A brand new one would be the GOAT. Yes. Dang. I need it. Rico Lee. With Switch 2 being perfectly set up to bring DS and Wii games back with its features, I'd be surprised if new Super Mario Bros. DS and Wii remasters aren't announced in the Direct. Makes so much sense. It could happen. It could happen. We'll see. We'll see. I'm glad to see some Eureka 7 fans and that you're all bonding over different things together. That's cool. Then 128, I was the biggest fan of 3DS's 3D and always used it in games. Then 3DS went turncoat and removed the whole feature. It was the future and no one liked it. Sad. It was really cool. You know what I really liked? The 3D effect in some of the puzzles that you would activate, like seeing the R-Wing. And when you rotate the R-Wing just right, you're like, whoa, this is like not just maybe a quarter inch off the screen. This looks like it might be a 1.5, 2 inches off the screen. That's how good it looked. Also, I think Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3, that certain positions, like, damn, that looks like it's popping off the screen quite a bit too. That was cool. We never know what they're going to do next. Yeah, it's great. And I think we're caught up. Pokemon fans saying hi, David. And boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. I think we're caught up. Whew. We've got 26 people in here. Tsukino Ame! Just like that. I made 3 bingo cards for the Nintendo Direct. Big thank you, Tsukino, for the $2 super chat. That's awesome of you. That also brings us up. Oops. That brings us up to $6 now out of the $64 goal. And we are getting there. We are getting there. Thank you, Tsukino Ame. I'm excited to, I don't know if I can see it, but to hear some of your bingo card predictions for the Nintendo Direct. What are some of the games that you have on there? What's your middle slot? What's your middle slot? That's cool. But thank you again so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. David Patterson. A brand new Turok would be interesting to see on Switch 2. Yeah? Does anyone remember Turok? Yeah, I remember on N64. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. You had the... Oh, gosh, what was it called? There were two guns that were like the really big, cool ones. One shot out a blue laser beam and then ignited everything. And one was like just this big red ball one that boom and then blew up everything red. I think one was like BFG and one was Cryonator or something. But yeah, Turok was cool. Turok 2 was neat. Turok 3 was neat. Turok 3 really upped the polygons and like the amount of dexterity that hands had, for instance. I'll never forget that. And the voice acting. It was quite a leap forward in visual tech. It was a later N64 game. And Rage Wars. Dang, there were 4 Turok games on Nintendo 64. Yeah. Turok was cool. Paul, you might have mentioned this, but which Switch 2 editions do you expect next? Pikmin 4, Mario Wonder? I think that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is likely, and maybe even we'll get some kind of DLC. I could see that. And Pikmin 4, though I haven't... Have I tried it? No, I haven't tried it out yet on Nintendo Switch 2 to see just how much better it's running. I'm sure it's running better, as all Nintendo Switch games do, but that would be nice to have a Nintendo Switch 2 version. I don't know if Nintendo would go back to like Luigi's Mansion or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but Luigi's Mansion 3, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, those would be pretty cool. But I could see them maybe just getting a patch like Super Mario Odyssey did, where it's not just a little something, it's a little more, but not quite like a new edition. You know what I mean? Nintendo is also sticking with the old Switch 1 Direct Days font. Pokemon Ranch, Monolith Soft, new RPG, yes. Dragon Quest X Offline are all on your bingo cards. That's pretty cool. You know, if we get that Monolith Soft RPG, where it's that woman with a sword, and the background's got this pole with the flag in it, and from there we've got the dragon, and it's not necessarily Xenoblade, but it's something big. It's something that's the next big thing from Nintendo, from Monolith Soft. I'd be so happy. Chronoceptor. Yes, didn't I say, like, I was pretty close. What did I say? I was like, Cryoceptor? I say like Cryoceptor? Chronoceptor. Dang, that's a word that I haven't thought of in so long. Thank you for that. I was close. Not bad. Not bad. Chronoceptor, yeah. I want Project Robot to come to Switch 2. I love Fumito Ueda games. Yeah. Rage Wars, yeah. The first gun you're talking is an upgrade of the shotgun, and the second gun was cerebral something. Well, they also had that burrowing one where you shot it and it went into the people's heads and although that was Turok 2. Also Turok 1 had it also. But I remember that. You were right about the guns. Yep. You need to experience the 120 still, but I don't play handheld much. Yeah, it doesn't need OLED really. Yeah, like, so when I went to the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in Los Angeles back in April, I brought my OLED model and I put it next to the Nintendo Switch 2, and I was like, yeah, I could tell the OLED model's a little bit brighter with a little bit different of a color sharpness, but not too much. Not at all like taking away from Nintendo Switch 2 screen. It's plenty good. Pokemon Fan 34, you want Pokemon Coliseum or Paul Gale of Darkness to come to GameCube NSO finally. That I could see being a drop. One of the two. Animal Crossing shown, that would be big. Smash S2 edition could work well. I don't think that they would add more characters per se. Maybe. Because I think that Sakurai is working also alongside Kirby Air Riders on the next Smash game. But if it's not new characters, here's the game in 4K, 60 frames per second, and it comes with maybe not all the DLC, but some. the other packs are available, split up a little bit differently. Could they do some new music or new stages? I don't know if they would add new stuff, but 4K, reworked some textures, bumped up some polygon models, improved some shading, better lighting, better shadows, better colors. And that could be enough. I mean, I'd pay $10 for that just to see it looking better. Rollback netcode thrown in. Oh, I think a lot of people would be down with that, especially if they were like Super Smash Bros. 6 coming 2027. I don't know if they're going to announce anything tomorrow or on Friday, I should say, that far out, but maybe. Tamagotchi Life, yeah. Yoshi Game, port of Woolly World, Mario Sports like baseball. I'd be so up for a Mario Extreme Sports game where you're doing tricks like skateboarding, rollerblading, scooter, bike, grinding, and all that. That'd be fun. Sega says 36 more hours. Ah! Dang it. I'm so hyped. I think a lot of us are going to lose our voice on Friday morning. So, regardless of whether I'm watching with Nate and Steve live or on my own, I'm going to be recording it and then splitting it up into like different video segments of this was my reaction to the Metroid Prime 4 Beyond release date announced. This is my reaction to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, remake announced. Like, did I say the same thing twice? New Super Mario game, Zelda remake, yeah, whatever. Like, oh, I said Metroid Prime. Yeah, Metroid Prime, Zelda, Mario, those are big. Gosh, there might be a lot of big stuff. Animal Crossing, like you all said, would be huge. Something new from Monolith Soft. New F-Zero. So, I've said it before. Nintendo's got this much stuff at their disposal. They have a lot. They're not going to have all of it. They're not going to give us Golden Sun and Fire Emblem and Kid Icarus and Ice Climbers and a Wave Race and an F-Zero and a Starfall. Like, they're not going to give us everything. But even if they give us this much, that's still a lot. That's still amazing. This is still going to make us happy. Plus all of the third parties. Dude, this is our moment of the year. It's going to be nuts. Dragon Quest Builders Online. I wondered if the online playtest might have been on behalf of Square Enix, maybe. Imagine if Nintendo accidentally just pressed the start button for the Direct right now. Oh, could you imagine? We've got the page up here. We see like the opening 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden it stops, but we have it here, and nobody else just happened to be live streaming right now like I am. Yeah, maybe people were watching, but they weren't live streaming. So like, we're the only live stream show on the internet that would have like 3 minutes before Nintendo. Like, that'd be kind of funny. Very unlikely, but would be kind of wild. Maybe they bring back Harmonite. Yes. Will you be watching with Prime and Stash? I just asked just because I am planning to watch on his channel. I have talked about it, Pokemon Fan 34. Nate and I talked about watching it together, 3 of us on his channel, along with Steve, and just all of us have our own, stream from it. If it works out, yes. If not, that's okay. But hopefully so. It just kind of depends on like setting up Streamlabs and making sure that the restream is all possible, all that. Tsukino Ame, are you streaming the Direct this Friday? I can watch it. I will watch it. Yes, I am. So regardless, I'll be watching live, streaming it live here, but there have been talks of me watching it with the Nintendo Bike crew, so we might do that too. I like to watch it via streamers, but I prefer the UK stream as it's subbed, not dubbed. Probably use my phone and TV. Okay, good, good. Stake 1024. The Paul Gale of Darkness. Yeah, it might get dropped. David Patterson. A remake of Secret of Mana from SNES would be epic. Jam Powers 83. A new Punch Out game would be cool. Oh, Robbie Reigns one. Yeah, the stream would have like 64 million views. Uh huh. Something is happening with the microphone. Uh oh. What's happening with the microphone? What happened to the audio? Reverb. Alien audio. It sounds like a robot. Uh oh. Sega Saturn NSO ready for Dreamcast next. Paul Gale is a robot? Maybe. Wait, how do I sound now? Is it better? Microphone a little bit closer. Let me know if this is better. I don't know why the audio was a little bit funky. Do I sound better? Thumbs up? Or does it still sound stinky? Thumbs down. Nin128. I've had this idea for a new Balloon Kid called Balloon Kid 99. Okay, it's better. Cool, cool. A battle royale where 99 players feel free fall to the ground on a floating island, and each character has 5 balloons, telling you it'd be neat. It could be neat. Oh no, Paul is turning into AI. Man's talking in binary. Mr. Roboto, it's better. Oh, what the heck is going on here? So hold on. Half of you are like, yeah, it sounds better. And the other half are saying, I still sound bad. Still a little echoey. Huh. Now it's funky. You could hear the reverb. What about now? I turn it off and turn it back on. Sounds a little echoey. Hopefully not anymore. I wonder if it's a YouTube thing or what. Dang it. There is no other audio playing. Microphone is looking solid. Switch to game chat via chilling by the fire. I should. Blow on it like the NES cartridges. Gale Optimus. You know what? I'm curious. How do I sound? I'm going to listen to the stream also. Hope that at the very least you get to stay tuned out for a little bit. Blow on it like the NES cartridges. Gale Optimus. You know what? I'm curious. How do I sound? I'm going to listen to the stream also. Okay. I just pushed play on my stream that I have set up, and I now hear what you all are hearing. It does sound a little bit Optimus Prime-y. Why? Hope that at the very least you get to stream that I have set up, and I now. Okay, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to turn it off, unplug it, plug it back in. This might mess things up like bad, and yeah, it might mess things up bad, and the stream like goes kaput. But let me unplug it and plug it back in. It's either going to help it out or it's going to just tear up the whole thing. Hold on. Okay. Is that any better? I'll hear what you all are hearing. It does sound a little bit talking into the microphone. Okay. Is that any better? I'll hear what you No, I don't hear anything. It does sound a little bit talking into the microphone. Oh, it's better? Okay. Okay, good. Now I don't hear anything. So ironically, I can't hear. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's better? Okay. Whew. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know that it wasn't one of those things where you unplug it and then like you just destroyed your whole stream and like now it's trash and now nobody could hear you. Speaking of the stream, it looks like our like meter just went up. Yeah, we've got 20 people watching and 21 likes. It did go up. So thank you. Thank you all for hitting that like button. By the way, oh, never mind. Hold on. Install the latest patch. Now you're hearing a loop of things you previously said. We're living in a time loop, you know? That must be it. When you doubt, you unplug. Yep. Matrix. Back in action. Okay, so let's see. What else? Maybe I should run a poll. Okay, I'm gonna ask the audience this. I'm gonna ask you all this. I wanna know what would be bigger. Okay. I'm curious. Sketches of Harmony, bedtime for me. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Sketches of Harmony, and you're welcome too. Have a good one. Banana Cat 42. Hey guys. Hey there, Banana Cat. What happened to the Matrix demo being the potential of Unreal Engine 5, and so far our games run unoptimized on it. We've got to get some developers in here that have more time spent on Nintendo Switch 2 development to maximize the system's potential. We also need some more devs in here that build games from the ground up for the system, not porting them, you know? Because look at how impressive, in my opinion, Monster Hunter Rise was for Nintendo Switch. Imagine if more developers built from the ground up games with such ambition. Like, what kind of title could Square Enix have had if they built a Final Fantasy in mind for Nintendo Switch first and then ported it? Probably pretty impressive. Something pretty impressive. Duskbloods is going to be a good one, I think. That's something built from the ground up. Makes me wonder if Capcom will spend time porting over Wilds or even go back further and do World, or just make something brand new from the ground up for Nintendo Switch 2 regarding Monster Hunter. 3D Mario has way more to cover than retreading cover ground during Mario Big 40th. I just want Pokemon Coliseum or Paul Gale of Darkness to come to GameCube NSO finally. Will you be watching it on live with Prime and Statch? I will be watching on Prime's channel, so was asking. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier. Pokemon Fan 34. Maybe it was when I was going robotic mode, but I will be watching. Nate and I have talked about doing it on his channel and like just using restream software to have it everywhere. So, he would have it live on his, Steve would have it live on his, I would have it live on mine. So that's a possibility, and it would be fun for the three of us to watch it together and like to blow up. So that's a plan. If it happens, awesome. If it doesn't, for some reason, it just doesn't work well with the software, then I'll be live over here. In which case, if you're watching it over there, that's fine. That's all good. You enjoy it. Everybody's going to put up their videos a la carte later on, so it'll still be exciting. Nin 128. As much as I like Ocarina of Time, probably your favorite Zelda, I do not want a remake of it. Oh, the 3DS remaster was perfect. I am against an Ocarina of Time remake. Interesting, Nin 128. I could see that, like, preserving the legacy of what was an already amazing game and not needing to touch it. I could see them remaking it, though, and going really big in ambition and scope, increasing the size of everything times 3, throwing in voice acting, having a playable Sheik section of the game of what transpired in the 7 years that Link was in his slumber. Full motion videos, FMVs, like one more dungeon and boss. Little bit bigger dungeons and boss battles, but staying true to the original fully orchestrated soundtrack. Some more quests. I don't know. Necessary? Probably not. The direction that some of these big budget games have been going in, like you look at Resident Evil 2, 3, Final Fantasy 7, Metal Gear Solid 3, Gears of War. Will Nintendo follow suit? I mean, they did stuff like on a smaller level, kind of like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, Metroid Prime Remastered. So they're not against doing like remake, remastered, Pikmin 1 and 2 HD, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, they're not against doing stuff. On that grand remake scale, they'll still do it. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like the chat, though, is voting for Mario. What would be bigger this Friday? A brand new 3D Super Mario game, 62%. Or a full remake of Ocarina of Time, 38%. Okay. Hey. I'd be happy with either. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be talking with you all about this. I'm pumped. JM Powers 83. Outer Worlds 2 should come to Switch 2. I played the original in the beginning of the pandemic on the OG Switch. Nice. The Cringe Prophet. They should do a new version of the Legend of Zelda Oracle games, just like they did with Link's Awakening, maybe. I don't think Duskbloods would be the real foundation other games could use, given the scope and ambition won't align with a more co-op multiplayer release. I think you need something like Call of Duty. Call of Duty would be a big tell to see a big budget AAA Western game, first-person shooter, high seller year after year, land on Nintendo Switch 2 and look great. Of course, if you're talking about Call of Duty, you might as well talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. I think GTA 6 this Friday would settle the debate. Is Nintendo Switch 2 capable? Dude, if it could run GTA 6, I think it could handle just about anything that this generation would throw it, as long as a developer is willing to give the time. I'm a big Zelda guy, and I never got into Ocarina of Time. A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game. Cool. Nin128. I'd rather a sequel to Ocarina of Time. Same world, maybe weaving in and around the original adventure. A new Link avoiding the original Link and doing other things during that era. Ooh, that's interesting. Rather they touch Phantom Hourglass, Minish Cap, Spirit Tracks, Zelda 2 over a 3 retelling of Ocarina of Time. Imagine Zelda 2 given like a 2D HD treatment by WayForward. WayForward, handle it. Make an awesome 2D Zelda 2. Side scrolling, keep it faithful to the original, but have fun with it. Random guy, I would like both equally. Dank Meme Center X, true. Cool. Well, we do have 4 minutes left in the stream, by the way. Super chats would extend it, or subscriptions, no obligation, but that's how we extend it further. But we'll still talk. We'll still have a good time. We could check out a video. We could check out X. Anything new on X today? I got some notifications. Oh, geez, there was like 16. What's going on here? Okay. Just seems to be some people liking, retweeting some of the stuff from earlier. Comment. What was this comment on? Oh, yeah. I put out a fun one this morning. I gave a little bit of a fun idea, I think. What if Nintendo gives out as free DLC for Mario Kart World an 8-bit Mario and Luigi skin as an alternate costume you could get? That sounds fun. That could be cool. Link to the Powers is the GOAT. It's one of the GOATs. I agree. Gotta go outside of the box. People be wanting the same games to release again and again to no end. Like, let the other hidden gems come out to the front. Yeah, true. Nintendo's got a long history and a long future. A longer future than a history, you know? So, I think you don't need to rush greatness. You don't need to rush them re-releasing, remaking, HDifying every title, you know? They could take their time. What I do hope is, and this is something that I said either in this morning's stream or a stream from the other day, I hope that Nintendo celebrates in some way every one of their games on that respective game's 50th anniversary. Whether it's having it made available, no matter the game, on whatever current day platform it is in existing, or a remake, a remaster, a port, a la carte, being able to be purchased however you do it. On each of their games' 50th anniversary, do something. So when Duck Hunt turns 50, Donkey Kong, Mario, Zelda, Eternal Darkness, Excite Bike, Excite Truck, Wii Sports, Wii Fit, Ring Fit Adventure, yes, ARMS, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, no matter the game. That game was released 50 years later. It gets a special anniversary pump. And speaking of pump, we got the queen of pump right here. We've got Peach. We've got Peach in the house. She's coming high to give you all some Nintendo Direct love, to clean me. Oh, in the nostril right there. Oh, not the lips. Peach is a wild one. She's so excited for the Nintendo Direct. You can see the excitement, right? That's wild. That's some big pug energy. Look at that big pug energy. That's big pug energy. Ah, she sneezed. Why are you sneezing? Why are you sneezing? Why are you so noisy, huh? Why are you so noisy? You're just a 25-pound chunk. Look at this. You're so dense. You're so dense. Get down there. Get down there. Whew. I got my daily attack of Peach. Look at my hair is all wet and doesn't look all that different, but a little bit. Let's see what we got. Need better retro tracks as the DS ones couldn't utilize the new mechanics well. Custom Knockout Tour Rally as well as based on tracks you want, given the intermission exists virtually for every track. Bring back battle modes from 8 Deluxe to utilize the chaos of 24. Tsukino Ame saying, "Hi Peach, you are so sweet." She says, "Thank you." Tater Salad, hello all. What's up, David Patterson saying to Peach, yes. Peach in the house. Dank laughing, yeah. Peach is pretty funny. Robbie Rains, thank you, she is so cute. Tsukino Ame saying hi to Tater Salad, cool, good. Oh. She always licks away, and you can't see her tail, but her tail is wagging so fast with excitement, like she's so proud of her licking, you know? Oh, before we go, we've got a little bit longer to the stream. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go to, actually, well, I don't have to do that. I could go right here. Nintendo Prime. Nintendo Prime's podcast is going to start in 20 minutes. That's his for tomorrow. Let's see, where is his live one for tonight? Right here? Right here? Scheduled? Can we go into it? We could go into it. Cool. Looks like some people are already in there. Okay, cool. Okay. Since I think we're going to Tater Salad, yeah, you got here a little bit late. We'll hang out a little bit longer. We'll hang out a little bit longer. We might even hang out longer than a little bit, but that depends on the chat. Otherwise, when you leave this stream, head on over to that link and type in PGN Raid. So the 21 of us, actually, you know what? You could even do it right now. You could even type it in right now. Come back here. They're not going to be live for another 18 and a half minutes. So if you want, we could blow up their chat space and do a little PGN Raid. You know what? I'm going to do that right now too. I've opened up a window. And I'm going to drop a PGN Raid. I'm going to like it in advance. Cool. I see Dank Meme Center X typed in PGN Raid right before me. Hey, Nintendo Prime, let's go! PGN Raid. Yeah, we could hang out for a bit. Cool. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more. And then if you want some more gaming talk, Nate, Steve, they're going to have a good podcast tonight, I'm sure. Eric, are you going to be on the Nintendo Byte podcast tonight to do bingo card? I'd love that. I'd love for that to happen. I probably could talk to Nate. I'm sure he could squeeze me in tonight and be on it. We'll see. Tater Salad now doing the PGN Raid. All right, we got it. Cool. Well, that'll be kind of nice for them to start off with a little bit of humor, a little bit of fun. And yeah, Tsukino Ame, you just dropped it too. Woo! There we go. So that'll be pretty cool for them. And whether you stay the whole podcast or not, hey, you know, your time is valuable. But I'm sure it would be a good time. I'll probably be in and out if I'm not on it. I'm not expecting to be on it because we didn't talk about that, and I probably could if I asked Nate because he's always welcoming and stuff like that. But I'll probably do some family stuff and this and that. Uh, State 1024, you're in there too. Nice. Dang, Beam Center X says, "What have you been playing lately?" I wish I was playing a little bit more Hollow Knight Silk Song, but I only played a little bit of it like the initial Wednesday and Thursday, or Thursday and Friday. Or was it? Yeah, just a little bit, like hardly 2 hours in, maybe. But what have I been playing? 4 hours at bare minimum with Stash alone. Yeah, there's something that I was playing recently that I was like, oh, finally. I'm brain farting. Oh, not finally. Well, no. I want to get back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because I didn't beat it. It happened when I hurt my knuckle last year. And I just ended up not beating it. So I still want to get back into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and beat it. But what I have been playing lately was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby's really fun. So I like the new DLC. I beat the original. It was terrific. And yeah, Star-Crossed World is so far really cool. Okay. I think now we're good. Yeah. Now we hit our extension with Tsukino, Ame, Sketches of Harmony, and Roger Enyart's contributions. Silk Song is fun but hard. Yeah. Original Hollow Knight was pretty challenging, but also fun. Cool. Dang, Meme Center X. I rebooted Rise Up, and my Switch 2 reset the playtime as if it was a Nobo Hunting Gore Magala and MR4 when I'm above that. Yeah, the playtime is kind of weird. Like, I noticed that has happened, and I wonder if everything will balance out in the end or not. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for tuning in. This was a fun stream. I'm getting good vibes from you all for tomorrow's Didn't I say it? I said it every time. Every time tonight, I think I said tomorrow's and then corrected myself into saying Fridays. I'm so excited for Friday's Direct. A brand new 3D Mario game, 60% by the way, and full remake of Ocarina of Time, 40%. Cool. I tore the tendon in my knuckle, and proper healing and care ended up doing some good. Tater Salad. Oh, we can't just end now. We can't end now. Tater Salad with a $2 super chat. Hey, we've got some extension time going on. I mean, we're close to the end, but you know what? I have to give Tater Salad that credit. We are 1/8 there. Is it likely to hit that Nintendo $64 super chat total to give out a $10 eShop card? I'm going to say no, but we got $2. Big thank you, Tater Salad. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. Let's read it. I hope we get some Metroid goodness on Friday. You are willing it. You are willing Samus Aran into existence. We are going to get Samus Aran this Friday. She's going to look awesome. They're going to drop some just dope trailer. Give us a release date. Maybe even more than what we wanted. Maybe we'll get Metroid Prime 2 and 3. Maybe 4 will be so big that it's just got stuff that we were not expecting. An online multiplayer mode that continues through seasons like Fortnite does and Splatoon 3. Maybe what if Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has a whole other mode that was locked previously and you could play the whole game in third-person perspective. That would be something big that would excite a lot of people because some people just have a barrier into first-person perspective gaming. What if the game does something wild like lets us all take on her gunship and fly with it? That would be different. Or maybe Metroid Prime 4 is just what it is, one huge, incredible title. I'm okay with any of it. I have faith in Retro Studios. Yeah. Thank you, Tater Salad. Coming in at the end. Looks good. 8 is better than 6. So, yeah. How long did we go on this stream? 75 minutes. You know what? That's good. That's good. I mean, we almost always hit that 64-minute mark. Only on a couple of bonus streams have we ever been less, because it's like, it's so short. We're just on for a little bit, chat, and like, boom, you know what I mean? But a couple of the bonus streams ended up actually being long too. I'm getting texts again. Junk. David Patterson saying Operate Samus's gunship would be sick. Yeah. Getting to have a little bit of Metroid Prime 3 gunship access to some toys and bobbleheads and stuff like that was pretty cool. But actually flying in it, controlling it, would be pretty cool. Okay, cool. I'm going to link over one more time to Nate's podcast. Maybe I'll see you there in the chat. Maybe I'll be live on it. I don't think so, though. I'd have to shoot Nate a text real quick, and I'm probably going to roll with the family, eat some dinner and stuff, you know. Wash my face off after Peach so carefully tried to clean me. But, yeah. Oh, and something exciting. I'll leave you with this, because before we go, we are getting pretty close to 128 subscribers. When we do that on the channel, I'm going to do something special. Like a bonus giveaway, you know? We'll still have our, hey, in this stream, if we hit $64, someone's getting a $10 eShop card. We're still going to do that regardless. But like, if in said stream, we also reach a total of 128 subscribers, we'll do something on top of that. Like maybe we'll give out another eShop card. And if somehow it's a combination of we hit 128 subscribers and we got $128 in super chats, we'd give out 3 on that one stream of $10 eShop cards. So that would be pretty neat. Richie Jard, you do well juggling your family responsibilities and also hanging out with us lucky people. Hey, I'm lucky too, you know? You've got to do the best you can balancing as much life as possible, because there's lots of different types of fun, you know? I have fun talking with you all. This community is awesome. I'm seeing more and more familiar faces. I'm always seeing some new faces. This is cool, and I cherish that. Of course, I cherish my family, my wife, my son, my daughter. I cherish my job, the ability to teach in real life, martial arts, expand folks. I cherish any video game industry event that I get to go to, because these are friends that I've made over the years. You know, I cherish my pets. You know, they're a good cat in Mario, a good cat in Peach. Lots of different fun things, you know. So y'all take care. Have a great one. Thank you one more time for the donos. I'll see you all tomorrow for some type of talk, and then Friday for the big one. Woo! I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Bye, everybody.